Hello, parents. Do you feel your child is having asthma, or your pediatrician has prescribed you asthma medicine, or you are nebulizing your child very frequently? So, let's find out what is actually asthma and what is not. So, let's find out the answer. What is asthma? Asthma, it's a heterogeneous disease which has variable onset, variable symptoms, variable response to the treatment, and variable prognosis. And the symptoms are cough, wheezing, tightness in the chest, or shortness of the breath. And these symptoms are reversible with the treatment. So, what do we understand by variable? It means for each child, cough, wheezing, shortness, or tightness in the chest will be different. For someone, it is more, for someone, it is less. For someone, the response will be very good, for someone, response will be very less. Some kids may have 3-4 episodes in a year, some kids may have more. So there will be variation in everything, right from the symptoms to treatment and prognosis in long term. So let's discuss the cough first. Cough is one of the most common symptom in asthma, and it is present in almost 80% of the kids who have asthma. So again, it is variable, it's recurrent, it's dry, it increases more in the night time, in the middle of the night sometime, and in the early morning. It increases with the exposure to the triggers like smoke, molds, and other environmental pollutions and other smells even. It increases while running, laughing, crying, or while the child is under some kind of stress. And it may be present when the child is not having any infection. And it is not necessary that wheeze or the chest tightness will always be present. Cough alone can be a sign of asthma in your child. And this cough responds very well to bronchodilator medicine, which is nebulization or inhalation, but no kind of cough syrup will help. So if you start giving dextromethorphan or any other cough syrup and your child is not responding, it may be a sign of asthma. And then how to know the which cough is not asthmatic cough? When the cough is present throughout the day, throughout the night, it is wet type of cough, it's not dry, it's not variable, it is same throughout the day, throughout the night, and the bronchodilator therapy doesn't help your child, and it is accompanied by high fever, because high fever is a sign of infection probably. So your child may have asthma with it, but the cough alone with these findings may be giving a hint that it's not asthma alone. So let's discuss about wheeze in asthma now. Again, wheeze is it's type of polyphonic, like it's a variable kind of wheeze, present all over the chest, occurs more in the night or after laughing or after playing, running around, after any kind of exercise. It is generally not associated with fever. And when the child is given bronchodilator, child responds very well to it. And it may be associated with cough or chest tightness. So these are the signs where parents can find out, oh, my child is having wheeze, which may be related to asthma. And parents, remember, all asthmatics do not wheeze, and all the wheezes are not asthmas. So for the doctor to recognize it, sometime doctor might ask you to present a video or audio of your child to understand what is wheezing. Sometimes it is just a small noise coming from the nose, which is a stutter, and parents feel my child is having wheezing. Sometimes it's a gurgling sound from the throat, and the parents might feel it's a wheeze, and they should go to the doctor and or start nebulization or inhalation. No, it's not like that. So make sure what you are thinking is correct. If you have any doubt, please go and discuss with your doctor first. So now let's discuss about the shortness of breath. Again, it is variable. It may not always be present. If it is present, it may be present with wheezing or coughing. It's may present after laughing, running, or in the night time. Now the problem is that the younger kids may not perceive the shortness of breath. Like any child about 10 or 11 years of age can tell you that I am having shortness of breath, or chest tightness, but a younger child may not perceive it. But for the parents, it's quite visible. The child is under distress. There are retractions in the neck areas or in the lower part of the chest. They can understand it, or he is breathing very fast as compared to the normal days. So pick the sign up early, right, and go to the doctor. Parents, if your child is not running or playing just like other kids, or he gets tired early very quickly and he avoids playing because of that, it may be a sign that your child is having asthma. So he may present just with the cough or shortness of the breath or wheezing or any combination of all these. Pick it up, go to the doctor and discuss it. So let's discuss about the triggers now. Dust, pollens, animal dander, smoke, pollution, cold air, strong smells, viral infections, living near to the city, which leads to the various kind of exposures and various other smells in the house, like even new paint, deo, scent, spray, perfume, cologne, agarbatti, thoops, other kind of senses you burn at home or when you go to mall, cold air exposure, even exercise, emotions, exposure to firework, cigarette, and car pollutions, etc. In children, viral infections, house dust mite, exercise are the most common triggers. Now, the other trigger which is coming up very fast and being recognized, one of the major factor is the stress in children. Stress and emotions also, they play a major role while triggering the asthma in your child. So the parents, there is another very important topic to discuss here along with asthma. That what are the red flag signs which are there and it is not asthma? I mean, like your child is not responding to the asthma treatment even after continuous treatment, and he is having wet kind of cough, fever is persistent for very long time, and there is no variability. Like with the viral infection, wheezing is not increasing, but he is still wheezing continuously out of the viral infection and during viral infection, which is same. There is failure to thrive, or the symptoms started very early in the age, right from the beginning of first month, right? So these are various other signs and symptoms which you can note. If one of them is there, please go and discuss with your doctor to confirm whether it is actually asthma or something else. Wish you a happy parenting. Take care.